Welcome back to the Champagne Empress Podcast, your sanctuary for empowerment, transformation, and embodying your true desires. I'm your host, Georgette, and today we're diving into a topic that's at the heart of feminine embodiment: trusting the process and surrendering to the beautiful, yet sometimes challenging flow of life. When we talk about trusting the process, it's about releasing the need to control every details and instead stepping into a deep sense of faith. Faith in yourself, faith in the timing of your life, faith in the universe. And this trust doesn't mean sitting passive. It's not about sitting back and waiting for everything to magically appear. It's about leaning into aligned action while staying open to the unknown. I've had so many ways that I had to surrender to trust, surrendering to the flow of life. I had to trust when I felt like nothing was making sense. That's truly when we're embodying the true feminine essence in us. So, trusting the process is the ultimate expression of feminine energy. It's flow, not force. It's embracing the journey rather than obsessing over the destination. Now, how many times have we obsessed over the destination? Oh, I have to get there. This is how. When we're actually supposed to trust in the moment and surrender to what actually is in front of us. Because when we surrender and we trust, those moments will guide us to where we're supposed to be. And most of the times, it's not even in any way, shape, or form the way we've imagined that moment to be. So I actually want to know, how are you trusting the process? I know what you're thinking. Oh, Georgette, it's easier said than done. Oh, I've been there, I've done that. And it's true. Trusting the process is an actual choice that you decide to make. You decide to say, I'm going to take a step back and trust this is in the best alignment for me. And it can feel impossible, especially when things don't look like they're working out. Feel like your account is overdraft. There's no new clients in your inbox. And you're like, what? Trust the process? I get it. I've been there. So I understand. But these are the moments where I have surrendered to the process and deciding to trust in the unknown, trust in the things that I said I desired. Therefore, believe that they were coming. So I believe in the timing. I believe that, okay, you know what? I'm here. I'm learning something. Yes, because maybe you're waiting for your business to take off, for the right partner to come into your life, or for clarity about your next steps. We fear the uncertainty. And that can make you want to grip tighter to control so you can force the outcome. And that's where I'm going to ask you to let go. Because here's the truth: forcing doesn't work. When something is meant to happen, when you let go, it will happen the way it's supposed to. Trust is what dissolves the resistance you feel like when you can't let go of control. It's what opens the door to possibilities that are far greater than anything you've ever imagined. I know for the longest time, I've held on so tight to the control of how I was supposed to meet my soulmate. I decided this is how it's going to happen. This is when I want it to happen. Well, guess what? Life had a different plan. A different plan. It was not about timing. It was not about what I desired. It was about me trusting that What my soul craved for was on its way. And when I let go of control in the least expected moments, that's when things usually unfold. Surrendering to feminine flow doesn't mean abandoning your goals or giving up. It means moving with the rhythm of life rather than against it. So, how are you going to move forward today? Because trust is a very important key to feminine embodiment and key to live la dolce vita. When you're living that sweet life, you have to trust that every step you take will guide you where you need to be. People you talk to, people you go on dates with, trust what's coming up. The clients that you get to work with, the jobs you apply for. Allow yourself to be guided and trust in the fact that the perfect one will come to you. So, here are a few ways you can practice this. I like to reflect. I take a moment to pause and reflect. So, when things feel chaotic, when you're grasping into control a little bit too much, take a step back. Breathe. Tune into your body. Your body is sacred. Your body always guides you. Ask yourself, what do I feel right now? What am I resisting? And let the answers come to you. What you're resisting needs to be let go so you could truly be in tune and surrender to your feminine flow. The next thing you can practice is align action. And again, what do I mean by align action? When it comes to feminine flow, it's about intentional movement. Are you taking actions because it feels aligned or because you're afraid of doing nothing? Because sometimes the aligned action is actually doing nothing. But are you afraid, especially when we have businesses, right? We feel like today I need to do something. I need to do something every single day for my business to work. I need to do this to show up. When your entire body is telling you, I want to rest. So when we talk aligned actions, we talk about listening to your body and what it wants. Where is it guiding you? So keep asking those questions. And if you're doing because you're afraid, surrender. Surrender to your feminine flow. And the third one is staying in gratitude. I'm always so grateful that things are happening, whether I like it or not. It's either I'm grateful for a lesson learned, grateful for the extra income, whatever it is that comes my way, I find the gratitude in the moment. So trust grows when you recognize what's already working. You get to celebrate the small wins because they're proof that the process is unfolding perfectly. So, how are you surrendering to gratitude so you could enhance your trust? Ask yourself that. Because when you trust the process, you shift from fear to freedom. You become magnetic, whether that's to well, to sexy men, or opportunities around your life. Have you ever noticed how things seems to fall into place when you stop obsessing over them? Like, I know some of you have met the love of your lives when you stop obsessing. Oh my gosh, I can't, I'm looking for the love of my life. You stop obsessing over a job you wanted, and then all of a sudden, million jobs appear. Have you ever experienced that? Well, that's the thing. Because you have trusted the process, you have let go, you have surrendered, you declare to the universe, I want a job that's that. I am ready for the love of my life to show up. And you said, you know what? I've said my piece. Now I release control. And this is where the magic of surrendering happen. It's really about saying, I trust that what's meant for me will come to me. And it's still living in the flow of life. Oh, you know what? It didn't happen today. It will happen. And I trust it and I know it. So trusting the process isn't just a mindset, it's an energy. It's an energy you embody. It's like you're walking down the street and you know, oh, I'm feeling so good. The love of my life awaits. Every step you take guides you there. And when you embody that energy, you unlock your feminine power in ways that are undeniable. You unlock that power so much that your wealth portal opens, your love portal opens. Things you have been imagining, they open because you have surrendered to the process. And that's what happened when we really trust in the process. We allow the process to transform our lives. So here's my invitation for you today. If you don't do anything, just today, release one thing you've been gripping onto. Whether it's the soulmate you're looking for, the job you're trying to apply for, whatever you're gripping on so tight. It could be the timeline for a goal. Let go of the way it should look. Let go of the outcome. Let go of it. And say to yourself, I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if I can't see it yet. That's something I like to say to myself because I do have a lot of goals. I do have a lot of things I desire to come into my physical realm. And in order for me to anchor trust back in, I have to either change the mindset, do affirmation, etc. But yes, I love saying to myself that I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if I can't see it yet. That's the ultimate trust right there. Knowing that things are working in your favor without seeing it because you're holding on to the fate of yourself and the fate of your higher self, the fate of everything around you, of the timing, etc. And remember, surrendering doesn't make you weak. It makes you unstoppable. It connects you to the infinite possibilities of your life. Surrendering is one of the greatest gifts. So allow yourself to anchor back into trust so you can trust the process. I'm in a moment of my life where I'm trusting everything, trusting what gets to come, trusting what I've seen in my dreams and my visions, trusting that they are meant for me whenever they're meant for me. So I want to encourage you to also trust that what's meant for you will always be yours. Now make sure you take aligned action to let the universe know, you know what, God, I'm ready for it. I may not see it, but I'm ready. And you take actions to make sure you're aligned. Because when you do, you enter a magical portal of no return. So thank you for joining me on this episode of the Champagne Empress Podcast. If this resonates with you, share with your friend, your mom, your sister. And as always, I love to hear your thoughts. So connect with me on Instagram, leave me a review on Apple Podcasts, and make sure you rate this podcast so you could hear more of it. Connect with me on Instagram. All the links are in the show notes, so check it out. And let's keep the conversation going. And of course, if you want to take it a little bit deeper, there's something that I am launching it's in early birds right now. It's the Champagne Empress membership. So if you want to know more about it for the month of November, we're going to have early bird pricing and we're starting in January. So shoot me a DM, write me on Instagram, let me know if you would like the link so you could be in that energy because we're going into trusting who we are, trusting ourselves, and trusting the decisions that we get to make in the new year. So if you want to know more, let me know. Until next time, Empress, trust the process, embody your feminine flow, and remember, you are worthy of all the love, abundance, and joy life has to offer. Cheers.